And BK is back. And this is actually a room that you haven't seen before for the simple reason that the last time that we were here, this didn't exist. We are near the villager breeder, so below us are all those cells where the villagers are kept, or to keep the story of the oil rig busy, the workers and the machinery is all down there. I placed in the floor in my regular pattern, as you can see, and these chests are the beginning of the new storage room. I was starting to notice that the one that I was using before, near the, the copper pipes, near the drill, that it was getting a bit small. And now that I've got shulker boxes, my initial idea was to use the shulker boxes to store all the stuff in, but that's very expensive, so I took a few of them back and I'm using them now while I work in the mines. It's a lot more easy. Actually, let me show you. Then there have been some things that were changed in the mines as well. And as you can see, there is another floor above here. Let me just first finish off this room before we go below. I will install a new ceiling. I'm just not sure yet how that ceiling will be. But for now, this is acceptable, even though you can see that line. It's not really working. Let me just show you while I'm here. Just a small one. I might also change the staircase here. I might have it have a different orientation. It's more easy for me. What I'm gonna do with this room isn't sure yet. Likely I will make this my living quarters. So I'll move everything that's on the other side of the building to here. And again, here I need to install the ceiling and make everything look a little bit better. But this already kind of works for me. Now let's go down to the mine. And here we are in the mine. And already I hear you think, BK, didn't you do more before? Actually, that is very true. Even though this is the bit where I officially started my mine, this isn't the same bit that you saw before. Only recently I came back to this bit for one very simple reason, and I'm going to show you that now. So this is the bit where we are. If you just go across the main corridor, this was the bit that you saw before, and actually the chunks aren't loading. Let me just walk around to give you an idea of the scale of this thing. This whole bit has been dug out. I needed a bit of zen time to myself, and this is the result. The whole thing is dug out, so half of the mine is done. Oh, now that is actually a very good example. I forgot that it was there. So you remember that I replaced the slime chunks with glass so that nothing can spawn on them? Well, this is the way how I determine what a slime chunk is. I told you before. I place fence gates, or fences in this case, so the big slimes can't escape. And using that I can easily determine where the slime chunks are. I still need to do it on the other side, as you saw. I already did one, but for the new bits that I just dug out yesterday, I still need to place in some fence gates and disable all the slime chunks. Why am I doing this? I hear you ask that question. Well, meh. That's just a BK thing. Sometimes I need to do this, and in the long term it's gonna help, because another question that I just heard one of you guys think, BK, where do you put all that stone? Parts of it are used to fill in the spots where there is granite and the side diorite, because as you can see there isn't one single spot of those weird stone bits visible. So I dug all of those out, replaced them with smooth stone, but still there were lots of stone left. Well, can you see any caves? Can you see any abandoned mine shafts? No, you can't, because above here, as far as I could find caves or abandoned mine shafts, and unfortunately there are 3 here, so there's a lot to be done. I filled them all up. It's not the easiest way, but it is the most secure way to make sure that nothing can spawn there. So all of those things have been filled out. The end goal is, of course, to make the whole area around the oil rig, and preferably also the oil rig itself, completely spawn free. Now this will be harder now in 1.13 because mobs can spawn in the water. I am also working on that. Kelp can prevent mobs from spawning. Drowns do not spawn in water where there is kelp. That is why I have been making a large kelp plantation around the oil rig, except for where drowns need to spawn for the drowned farm in the derrick. As you remember, I'm going to take you there in the future, I'm sure. What were my plans originally for this episode? I was going to take you on a mapping session to the end. I'm just not sure that that will work. I mean, hello, not that bad. This is good. I can show you how I'm doing things. That was the original plan. I still might start that, but I just fear that this would make the episode a bit long. I can still divide it up in 2 episodes, as I kinda did with episode 13 and 14. Well, the last 2 episodes, the one in the end. Also in the end, so... Oh, I forgot. Was it this chunk? Well, I'm going to do them both. So that's the way I work. I just mark out the chunk. And then hope. Obviously, large slimes cannot escape between these fences. So they are the perfect way of determining whether or not this truly is a slime chunk. Let me just walk around and just see what the results are. Well, this is the showcase effect. Nothing spawns. Nothing at all spawns. I mean, you saw it before. Slimes do spawn here, but they won't do it now. I've even walked back and front in this whole spawn-free bit, but it didn't work. I just slept the night away. Perhaps that was an issue. I know there is a ravine somewhere there that I still need to fill out completely. So, well, will be for the next time. At least now you've seen how I work in trying to determine where slime chunks are. And I'm not finding my words. I've been sleeping really, really bad. Well, actually, perhaps that could be a story that I could tell while we are mapping at the end. Let's try that. What do you think? Yeah, let's... Oh, another bit. Remember a few episodes ago when I was showing you that bit where I did the wither fight? I'm sure you still remember. The wither had destroyed a complete bit somewhere here in my mind. Well, that somewhere was here somewhere. When I was digging it out, I found it again because I wasn't sure where it was. And I have to say, perhaps it's a really BK thing, but I felt a bit for digging that thing away. It's part of the history of this adventure on this world. So, with a little bit of sadness, I dug the whole thing away. I removed any sign that the wither fight had ever happened. But time goes on. I'm a skeleton. I know everything about time, how long it can take, and how finite stuff is in the world, even in Minecraft. So, okay, but this time we really go to the end. Follow me! And here we are in the end, and I've already went out quite a bit to a place where I know for sure that Cybers hasn't been mapping, because he has made a map as well, one corner of the actual world that we now have access to. but the map completely zoomed out. So this map is 2000 blocks on 2000 blocks. The borders are at 2.4K, so that should be fine. And this should be a corner that hasn't been mapped before. I am not wearing a pumpkin on my head, that's why I'm looking down. Let me take that back. Okay, perhaps I better put a pumpkin on just to get started. Can look at Enderman as much times as I want without them attacking me. But now I can't see the map, so this isn't a good idea. Let's just take a risk then. I'm recording, so I should be able to find out where I am. Let me rearrange my inventory. Okay. How shall I do this? This is the, let me think, northeast corner of the world. So Cybers did the northwest corner. That's where our first portal to the End Islands ended up. So this is very likely all new, very likely nobody has been here before. Why am I mapping? Well, if you know me from the last world that we did, I made a full map of, how much was it? 16K by 16K of the end around the main spawn, the main End Island. And the fun bit is that on those maps you can see where end cities are, and that's exactly what we want. We want to know where the end cities are, and all the players that do not yet have either shulker boxes or an elytra can take their chance on one of those end cities and get them for themselves. That's one thing that we can do without actually giving elytra and shulker boxes away. Good, well, let me get to a corner of the map and then we can start this session, and then I can give you a little bit of story time. Yeah, I'm taking a slight detour because I saw this little city here and there wasn't a boat, so this could be interesting to get a little bit more shulker shells for myself. As you could see already in the video, I'm still having connection issues and I kept rubber banding in the air. It's unfortunate, but there isn't much I can do about that, so we'll have to do it this way. Where are the blighters? I can't see them. Did somebody already? Somebody already was here. Oh wow. That's amazing. And here I was ready to fight. Or wait. Is this mine? Doesn't look like mine. There is still a shulker there. Oh no, I don't have any arrows. Okay, how have I done that? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, still, I'm coming to get you.